available on Baylor's FTP site. Make sure your cell phones are silenced and give your name and affiliation if you don't mind before you ask a question. Coach, you want to get us started with an opening statement here?
Well, that's in a couple of positions we played almost flawless tennis. The doubles point, we were a little bit nervous, and I thought a big turning point was when number 2 was down 6-4 and won 4 straight games. They just kept their poise in a pretty high-pressure situation beautifully. And then we had a long delay with lightning and threatening rain. We were joking as a team, this is right up our alley. We've had tornadoes, hail, ice storms, blizzards, and a lot of rain. So we're, as a group, they're very good at adapting to, the conditions that come up in tennis. So very, very proud of them. It was a hell of a match, and we beat a really good USC team and made it look easy, but it wasn't.
Coach, for the record, James Hill for NCAA.com.
Uh-huh.
This is your second final, I believe, playing for the national championship. Talk about that participant. It's only your second, but it's a key final, of course.
Sure. The last one was a long time ago, 2001. Wonderful team. We were so thrilled. It was new territory. And with this team, we've played so many big matches this year against top-level competition that we've prepared for this one. This feels a little bit less like a magical mystery tour and a little more like we kind of know where we were going. And it's very difficult, but we had a little bit of an idea of what we were doing this year. Hi, Colette.
Colette Lewis.
Yeah.
Tennis.com.
Yeah.
Just talk about playing UCLA, defending champion. Obviously, they have a huge experience.
Sure.
Advantage over you guys.
Defending champions, great team, really well coached, a lot of respect for them. I was wondering if after Georgia won the doubles point, I thought Georgia might be able to get through. But I haven't looked at the scores. I don't really know what happened in the match yet. We warmed up with UCLA over at the indoor courts earlier today. They look really good. It'll be a great final, really. I'm looking forward to it. I know their players somewhat. Not in.
Last time you played?
We played it indoors a couple of years, two years ago, and I think our players were. UCLA was a little more experienced than our guys. It was our first time in indoors in a while, and we competed really well. But I don't think we believed we could win. And I think we're a different group of people now, more experienced and there's more belief.
Stella mentioned that you guys have really been turning it on maybe in the last month or 6 weeks. Do you really feel that the improvement?
Yeah, it's we were 4-4 on February 15th. We'd lost, and the 4 losses were 4-3s. I mean, really, really close. A couple of them show up as 4-2s, but we had match point on one. And I mean, my phone's blowing up down here. Sorry. Wife, children, all kinds of. Anyway, we played. If you look at our schedule, and compare it to every other team in the country, we played the hardest schedule. We were at times I was worried early. Gosh, have I put them in too difficult a competitive arena every single time out? And we just got to where we embraced competing and relished it, and we lost some close ones, but we stayed together really nicely as a unit, and we learned from them, and some players who lost some of those heartbreaking 3-all matches ended up winning some big ones for us. So the tough schedule worked for us very well. And then the SEC, like the Pac, I mean, it's so tough. Everybody's good. You don't overlook anyone. So you just get used to playing tough competition day in, day out, and then our practices came up quite a lot. I also think a key, we have a wonderful strength and conditioning coach named Emil Yankov, who came up from Austin, actually. He was working there. He's originally from Bulgaria. Great. He's done a heck of a job with them. And the team, to their credit, has learned, has worked hard, and they've, sometimes you have some resistance. They just kind of bought in. It's been really great.
Any more questions for Coach?
Thank you.
Coach.
Thank you all.